This video is brought to you by BossRootin.com with big sales on now, and PowerPerformanceProducts.com, where you can receive $10 off your purchase of Body Storm and Body Effects, the best pre-workout supplements on the market.
Spencer Lazara, MMAinterviews.tv, alongside Antonio McKee. Kana Hyatt, your guy, just got an impressive victory. What did you think of his performance?
You know what? He's a spectacular athlete. He's got great hands, and I'm just trying to build a confidence in him to throw those hands and not be able to be taken down. And tonight, you see what happens when he just gets comfortable and he let him go. He's got great hands, probably the best hands in the room.
He hurt the guy in the first round. He also took a shot, had to back up real quick, and got caught in omoplata. Were you a little bit worried at those times, or not really?
Yeah, especially when he backs up, because he backs up with his head, up, and he gets, just real nervous when he's backing up. I tell him to stay in the pocket because he's a banger, and he's got a chin on him. So start knocking people out and go blow for blow. You're that kind of a fighter, and he proved that tonight. He stayed in the pocket, and he let him go until the guy dropped, and that's what he's supposed to do because that's his style.
How does that feel for you, a guy that you've really mentored and watched grow, and you get to see him pouring it on there and getting the stoppage?
You know what? I've worked with so many great fighters, and he's just another addition to the book, the legacy. For me to die in my grave and be honored that I train these type of guys. It's just one of those things where it's just my job, and I'm passionate about it, and I enjoy it, so it's working.
So let's go into your next fight. I hear there's some rumors about fighting Aoki maybe and Dream at the end of the year. I'm
asking him to make that fight happen. Before I had to pull out, I had a bad knee injury, then I had surgery, then my back went out. But I'm strong now, I'm 110%. I've been training hard ever since the recovery. I would love to go smash on Aoki's ass. A lot of people, they think I'm cocky, I'm arrogant. I'm just as bad as, I'm bad at what I do, and whether you like me or not, I come to fight. I've never turned down a fight. And I'd like to get a piece of Aoki's ass and chop him up like suey.
What would you want to do against Aoki? Would you want to stuff the takedown, bang, and knock him out? Or are you not worried to go to the ground with a guy of that level?
You know what? Every one of my fights, I go to my fights with a game plan. I'd like to stay on my feet and avoid the ground, but if we go to the ground, then we'll see where it's at, and that'll show where the real testimony of the fight will be. And, I'm just, me, I'm ready to fight, take him down, ground and pound. Only problem, I can't elbow him in his face and split his head open. So other than that, I'm going to beat his body up. I know that.
January, also MFC. What's going on with your belt in MFC right now?
You know what? Like I tell everybody in my interviews, I'm still the champion. I have the belt. It's at my gym. Until Brian Cobb beats me, I'm considered the champion, still the champion. I'll go in and defend the title like a champion. And I'm supposed to fight Brian Cobb January 27th. And, he's a great guy. He's a tough competitor, and he knocked out Drew Fickett. I think he's the one that truly deserved the title shot against McKee. And if I lose that fight, then I may be looking at retirement. Other than that, I'm just going to keep going to the top.
A great grappler friend of mine and yours, Jason Manley, is always telling me Antonio is strong.
Well, that's why I eat my Wheaties, and I stay away from my Scooby snacks. My Scooby snacks get me in a lot of trouble, but you know what? I work hard, and anyone that knows me, what has been in the gym and watched us train, they see the type of work we put in, and they know what? They're honored to see me win. They feel like, you know what? He really deserves that, because I work hard at my age. I work twice as hard as everybody in my room, and I think that motivates my fighters, and it also shows my fighters that anything is possible if you really want it.
Talk about Knockout Promotions. I know you've been throwing successful shows.
You know what? Again, I'm a guy that's constantly trying to be active in this sport and create a great front for fighters to come in and be able to represent the sport the way I feel that it should be represented as a promoter and as a fighter, but more so looking at it from a fighter's perspective and how fighters need to be treated. Knockout Promotions at the Normandy Casino. We sell out every show. It's not the biggest show, but it's one of the greatest shows locally. And I can't do anything but just continue to do more positive things for the sport and continue to bash those who are doing bad things for the sport.
Okay. Appreciate the time. I'm Spencer Lazara. This man, Antonio McKee. Hopefully we get to see him against Shinya Aoki at the end of the year. Dream.
Aoki gets knocked out by McKee on the feet, second round. Hoo-yah!
Godspeed and party on.